Haha! Hello everyone. Welcome to the NEC Classic Motor Show 2018. Gosh, these things zip past. This is just going to be a fairly short live video, just to give you a quick intro to the show and talk about some of the things you really want to try and check out. I'm going to flip to the other camera and we'll start with where Tuck lives. Good morning, Jack. Right, let's flip around onto the other camera. So here is Tuck. Tuck is on the Classics World stand here in Hall 1. Classics World is a website all about classic cars. It's the publisher that publishes retro Japanese and classic Jaguar magazines. So we've got a great sub-deal on those magazines. There's retro Japanese and classic Jaguar with my favourite front cover I've done on classic Jaguar. Other things we've got going on here. Hey, it's the noisy Impreza. Thankfully I haven't got to drive it this time. I had a little drive of the Mini yesterday instead. And both these cars both these cars are being given away. You can win either of these cars, just £4 a ticket. And I must concede, even though I didn't really get on with the Impreza all that much, £4 seems a reasonable deal to me. I'll try and keep up with comments, but I'm trying to walk around the show as well. So obviously we've got Maseratis over here. We've got the Maguire's Concourse here. So you can see Tuck's in good company. And the best bit is we've got the Aston Martin Works right opposite. So brand new Aston Martins and older Vantage models right opposite a certain scruffy little Invacar. So, over here things get even more interesting. For a start, we've got an AC. So, same company that designed the Invacar. Used to build cars like that. And then we got a gull-wing Mercedes 300 SL. And, I'm not a supercar man really, and this was the supercar of its day. But this is still very special, I think. And I can't go in, but you can, and have a look at the wonderful dashboard. Isn't that just absolutely beautiful? Right, let's have a quick run around Hall 1 and we'll see what we can find. Nice Porsche. I like the early ones, nice and simple. Let's see, Footman James insurance stand. Sunbeam Alpine. Very, very pretty cars. I would love to do that. How was the drive to the show? The drive to the show was actually quite dull. It all went really well and nothing went wrong apart from the indicators. I did lose the indicators at one stage. The stalk is a bit broken. So we'll have to see how that responds. Oh wow, look at that. I'm not sure why such a barn find would have headlamp peaks, but that's quite interesting. That's RH Insurance. Coming over here because some very nice Porsches about. 924s over here. Hello from America. Yes, good to have you here, America. There we go. How's that for a bit special? Pantograph wiper action. Yeah, waving your arms out the window while trying to drive an Invacar. Not the best, but I quite like this Porsche tractor. Look at this. That's my kind of Porsche. And not only is it a Porsche tractor, Porsche diesel. But yeah, this is Hall 1. Hall 1 tends to be the fancy hall of the NEC. It's a big old show. It's covering something like 1 million square feet this year. Blimey, how many Porsche Boxsters do you want? And yeah, it's a very big show as well. Look at that, Merc 600 over there. They're quite big, aren't they? But we're going to go and jump up into Hall 2, which involves almost running. I'm starting to feel like Challenge Annika here as I dash around the show. The show doesn't open until 10 o'clock this morning. But yeah, we're in Hall 1, so how clean is Tuck? Not very, she's filthy. So yeah, see if I can spot the stand. So there's the stand over there. Behind Footman James is the Classics World stand, and you get to Hall 1 by coming down this staircase here. or you start off in Hall 1. But I've just noticed a gorgeous little Fiat 850 Coupe. That is an absolute beauty. Rear engine, 4-cylinder engine. Oh wow, that is nice. Yeah, already met a few fans this morning just while I was waiting to come into the press office. So are you ready? We're going to run up the stairs, test the gimbal. Many pies. I have to partake of a pie later on. BCC Brakes, they're based down in Cornwall. Make a lot of their brake parts in Cornwall as well. I went and visited them last year for Classic Jaguar. Right. Oh, we got S&G Barrett here, my friends at S&G Barrett. The gimbal is a DJI Mobile 2. I have had the pleasure of driving this car, and sadly didn't get a video on it. It broke down. Bit unfortunate, but you might remember this from the 300th Hubnut video. 50EE, the gorgeous Series 1. And yeah, she's looking good. And amusingly, this is video 350 for Hubnut. So there you go, that car is now in video 300 and 350. And here is an XK engine, all broken down into bits. But I can hear you saying that's not very Hubnut. So let's go and find some Montegos. Oh, very 80 mini there by the look of it. An enormous traction engine. They really are quite large, aren't they? Oh gosh, we're up to 6 minutes already. How did that happen? Morning. But the reason I'm kind of legging it along here is because I saw some Montegos earlier and I want to have a look at them now. Look at that, Vauxhall Nova SR. Brilliant. Full approval given. A Minerva, Belgian-built Series 1 Land Rover. They're always fun. Right, let's go. We'll ignore this thing. It's not quite as classy as a 300 SL, is it? Look at that. Headlamp wipers, ahoy. But it's still not a Montego. Oh, this show gets bigger and bigger every time you walk around it. There you go, XK120, more E-types.
So we're close to it.
Got Burton Ford with many Fords of various types. It is huge, and I'm only in Hall 3 at the moment, and there's about 6 different halls. Now look, this is getting much more like it. Mark IV Zephyr Zodiac. It is a Zodiac, this one. Always loved the rear lamp treatment on those. Very nice. And we got Maxi's Ahoy. Look at that. Is anything more splendid than a russet brown Maxi? Well, possibly a Sanglo Maxi, to be honest. We got the Nash Metropolitans, built for the Americans, but you Americans didn't want the Nash Metropolitans, so they ended up trying to sell them here instead. Aha! Now this is an interesting stand. This gorgeous marina estate, which I've never seen before, belongs to my mate Trigger. If you look on YouTube for Docker Trigger, he's done some videos. I'm not sure if he's done one on this, but he's certainly done one on his Morris Ital van. So yes, he owns a marina estate and an Ital van. Clearly he needs his head looking at. Lovely Austin 1300 GT. Very nice. And the plush Vanden Plas version, or Vanden Pla. Give it some Pla. Little princess. Proper interior. Look at that. I like this whole concept, to be honest, the idea of small luxury. I think we saw this in last year's report. This is the complete one-off Vanden Plas Land Crab. And it's the only Land Crab that was a saloon. And a really beautiful car, really. and it's just such a shame they didn't put it into production. I mean, you've got to admit, that's amazing. Newer Princesses, I will try and find. You'd have thought they'd have been around here somewhere. They may have to come in the full report later. We'll do another report where I go around the show in a bit more detail. Oh, look, that K-Series in an Allegro. Any Bond mini cars? Almost certainly. I need to go and find the Bond mini cars, but here's a personal favourite already. Gorgeous Montego 1.6L in gold. Fantastic two-tone paintwork. And yeah, this brings back some memories because the first car I drove after passing my driving test was my dad's 1.6 Montego estate. And on these early ones, the column stalks light up at night. Yeah, memories aplenty there. And we've got a nice MG Maestro Turbo as well, but look at that. Number 253 of 505. But yes, there will be more. Citroen 2CVs are in Hall 5. They're miles away. There are definitely some Simcas and Matras here. All this will come in a future report. This is just me saying this is what's on the show. You should probably come along, really. It's going to be absolutely smashing. And yeah, if you do come, I shall see you later. And I don't know about Larders. I'll have a look in Hall 5 a bit later on. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. We shall, yeah, there will be a post-event report. And yeah, I shall either see you here or I shall see you in a future video. So I'm just going to go all the way over here. Don't forget to subscribe before you go. That would be marvellous. And I shall see you in a future video. Farewell. Pantograph.